in no way, shape, or form can we play offensive football like that and try to win at a place like this. We just did not, have a type of an offensive performance that is ever going to be acceptable, with the Minnesota Vikings organization, and that obviously starts with me.
Kevin O'Connor after the Vikings were shut out 26-0 in Seattle. And, the organization had cautious optimism for Max Brosmer, the undrafted rookie out of Minnesota by way of New Hampshire. And he did kind of a Carson Wentz thing, like right out of the gates.
Kind of?
Yeah. Kinda? I mean, well, he didn't do it left-handed. That was the only difference.
You're funny.
Right? But that was the moment that it's like, all right, we know. And I think that, now, it doesn't mean Brosmer has no shot to develop into anything in the NFL, but we were having this conversation last night in the viewing room. There's a difference between what a guy does
Here's
in
the
practice.
play. 4th down. Let's say that, right?
Yeah. And what is that? What is that?
Yeah.
But there's a difference between what a guy does in practice in a controlled environment with a red shirt on, and then you're out there and it's a real game and everything speeds up and you can get hit and everything changes and you either have it or you don't. And so he got his chance. All I was asking for is give the kid a chance. Let's see what he can do. They supposedly really like him. Let's see what he can do. And we saw it. Okay, next. And he had his chance. It's big boy football.
Yeah.
Big boy football. The best play. And if you get a chance to play, we were having the conversation yesterday about what Jimmy Johnson used to say, I want the guy who can walk in the room and sink the 8-ball. Like, this is it. This is your moment. Go. And I don't care that he's never played before. This is it. This is your moment. You're either going to show up or you're going to shut up.
Yeah.
And he didn't show up. And that's it. And maybe another opportunity comes. But for now, sit down, bring J.J. McCarthy back. Let's see what they have the rest of the year with him. I believe they deeply regret how they handled the offseason quarterback situation.
Mm-hmm.
And as I surmised at the time, there were divisions in the organization about what to do. Do we go all in with J.J. McCarthy and backups, or do we keep around a veteran, either Sam Darnold or Daniel Jones? Do we bring in Aaron Rodgers? Do we have McCarthy sit for another year? And I would like to think that the voices that were documented internally of we shouldn't do this, that those voices will have greater sway moving forward. And I think next year there will be. I don't know, but I'll be stunned if there isn't a veteran presence there to compete with J.J. McCarthy fair and square like Daniel Jones and Anthony Richardson in Indianapolis this year.
Yeah, no, Mac Jones, right? I've thrown out Jameis Winston as a guy that I think could be.
I love Jameis, but man, I don't know that I think I would have a heart attack during a game at some point during the season.
Listen, I hear you. I hear you there. It's not good, right? I mean, and this is, to me, it was a tough situation, we know, for Max Brosmer. I mean, it's tough. Going up and playing in Seattle, I could sit there and tell you it's one of the hardest places to play in all of football. And then you put that on top of, whoa, their defense is freaky, and they're really good that way. Yeah, that's about as tough a situation as you can start your career.
That play, smacks of, we've all been there, and I've been there more often than you have, surely, where you're trying to do something that you can't do, but you do it anyway. You go beyond your physical abilities.
Exactly. And he got into his own head. He's thinking, wait, it's 4th down. Let me just throw it up. He's thinking probably the coach told him, don't take bad sacks all week. He says all those things. But, in that moment, okay, that was one where he just, it's 4th down. Just you're going to take the sack. You don't just throw it to the other team and let them return. I mean, the game was 3-0. Let's not forget, it's 3-0. The Viking defense was doing a really good job.
Why don't you take the 3 points there, guy? This gets back to the
we're going to have this on the next game too. But I don't get it. But also too, on top of this, Max Brosmer, and I think this is too, to me, where teams misevaluate quarterbacks a little right now. Yeah, he went to the University of Minnesota. He played in a kind of a pro-style offense. He showed the ability to do that. But for me, a guy like me, there was no point in my life that I ever thought he was a starting quarterback. I questioned whether he was really even a backup quarterback. I always thought he was his third stringer. And I think there's so many teams that fall in love with, he makes the right decision. And, look what he did in college. He knows how to run an offense. It's like, yeah, but does he have any talent when the guy's open down the middle? Can he actually throw and hit him the ball? And in the NFL, where the windows aren't going to be as tight and all that, and I feel like Max Brosmer is one of those guys that that, got a little misevaluated that way.
It's not Brosmer.
Brosmer.
It's Mariota. But J.J. McCarthy doesn't have the accuracy either.
Well, yes, he's got his own issues throwing the ball.
That one pitch arsenal of fastball only, that's a problem because it prevents you from layering the ball in the intermediate routes. That's one of the reasons why the Vikings have been so successful in their passing game in recent years. Maybe they bring Kirk back to stabilize things for a year, although it looks like the ship has sailed on his overall high-end physical abilities. But who knows? Maybe he just needs to be back in a place where he's comfortable and he can do what he used to do. Regardless, they need to do something next year. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.